Okay, so today I just wanted to cover what other Help to Buy options are available from the government. There are some really good ones still available. As you know, the 5% deposit Help to Buy scheme did end in October for new applications, so end of October is when they stopped accepting applications, and you need to complete on your property by the 31st of March 2023. So yeah, a good few months. So we're just going to cover what else is available now. So the first one is actually shared ownership. This one's great if you can't afford to buy the entire property yourself. You can put down anywhere between 10 to 75% of the deposit, and then you pay rent on the remainder for your duration of your sort of stay at that property. You actually have options to then purchase other remaining value of the property. So if you just put a 10% down, you can buy, say, 5% of the property at any time, sort of up to 75%. And it's available on most new build homes, select homes as such, and any home that sort of meet your needs. So if you've got like a disability or you need sort of wheelchair access for like a ground floor, that can also be an option. Okay. Next, we're looking at Help to Build. So Help to Build is actually kind of what replaced the Help to Buy, which is the 5% scheme, because they kind of got announced at the same time that one was discontinued. Obviously both plans are actually, so this is actually also a limited availability, if you will. So the idea is that you can get a loan essentially, or anyway, there's a lot in this. So you can get anywhere between 400 to 600,000 for the property that you want to build. So you can essentially build like your dream home. It's 400,000 if you already have the land. If you need to purchase the land, it's 600,000. So you've got 200,000 to play with to try and find an ideal location. You then need to submit planning, of course. It is subject to planning still. So farmland's probably out of the question. But it does mean that you can create the home in the design that you want, make it energy efficient, and somewhere that sort of suits your needs. Once the property is built, it will then eventually convert to a low interest rate mortgage, so it does have other benefits as such. Alright, let's also cover the Help to Buy. So I did mention that it's been discontinued, however that's just for like the UK. In general, Wales, it is still available up until 2025. Let me just mention that. So the new scheme though, however, means that you have to have a minimum EPC of B, and the price of the homes will rise up to a maximum of 300,000, which was previously 250,000. So any properties above 300,000 won't qualify for that. It is generally for first-time buyers. So anywhere in Wales, if that's where you're looking to relocate to, or if you live in Wales and or work in Wales, that would be a great option for you. Next, we have the Help to Buy ISA. This one's not actually available, but however, if you have this, if you have one already, you can claim 25% bonus by November 2030, and you can't pay into it again after November 2029. Okay, don't worry, it's very similar to Help to Save Lifetime ISA, which I'm about to cover. Okay, so as promised, the Lifetime ISA, you pay in up to £4,000 a year, and then the government will pay you an extra 25% bonus on your savings each year. There's a caveat, however. So if you take out any money that isn't towards either your retirement or the purchase of a new home, or your first home rather, sorry, the government will then deduct 25% from your account. So it needs to be used to purchase a property or for retirement. So it is available to anyone under the age of 40. You can't pay any more money into it after the age of 50, and you can't claim any money from it if you're not purchasing a property until you're 60 or over, of course. There is one catch though. No, there is an exception to that. If you're terminally ill, you with less than 12 months to live, then they will allow you to withdraw money from it with no penalty charge. Okay, so it's kind of a double-edged sword. Okay, so the next one is right to buy. If you're in renting accommodation with your council, so if you're in a council home, mostly some of the older ones, many of the new ones may be exempt, so you may need to check with your local authority. Of course, many people have actually bought homes in this way, and it is quite a good way to get on the property ladder. Actually also often get a discount based on how many years you've been renting, and you can only purchase a home after a certain amount of time. Normally it does vary, so you want to check with your council. The other thing is as well, if you're a council tenant and it's been sold to a private landlord, you may also still have a preserved right to buy, so that may also be an option for you. Similar to right to buy, there is also right to acquire. So this is to do more with housing association. So after 3 years, you may be eligible to buy the property. However, this is only in very specific situations for sort of housing associations, councils, armed forces, NHS trusts, and foundations similar to that. You can find some more information on our website on this one. So as a bonus, I'm just adding one last one, which isn't a government scheme. It's run by Fairview New Homes. Essentially, it's a save to buy. So anyone who's stuck renting at the moment and not sure how to get on the property ladder, what you do is you pay a 1% deposit. Everything's subject to credit check, of course. You then pay rent, so it's a monthly rent on the property. Once your rent becomes 10% in total of the property, you then convert it into a mortgage, and then you legally own the home. There's a slight caveat. It's only available through Fairview New Homes in London and Essex at the moment in select locations. So if you want to live anywhere else in the UK, it may not be available just yet, but it will be coming in the future. The other thing is that it is also subject to credit, so you still need to pass the credit checks. Everything will be done through them, so it will be their mortgage broker, so you may not get the best mortgage deal, but you can always look at changing your mortgage deal after you've after the initial period. Other than that, I don't think there's much of a downside, because your rent will essentially be going into a property that you own, rather than a property that you don't own. Yeah. Any questions? Feel free to get in touch.